I'm Chaz here with Board Game Geek, and oh man, we're going to look at Omen with Travis from Colossal Games.
Lots of Omen. We're going to look at all kinds. Many Omens are coming.
Many Omens.
Okay, so Omen has been around for a while. It started off as a game from the designers John Clowdus, Small Box Games. He released this game years ago in a VHS clamshell.
Wow.
And since he's put out numerous editions, and we, as Colossal Games, aligned ourselves with John, so we put out a number of games with John, Mezzo, Omen. We're going to be re-releasing the Hemlock Trilogy, which is another popular game of his, Neolithic Keep. We've done a bunch of stuff with John. Okay. But this is kind of the thing that John is known for. And in my opinion, this is the quintessential, I used to play Magic, but I don't want to play Magic anymore type game.
Really?
Yeah. So it's a shared deck. Okay. It's a head-to-head game. We are the children of Zeus, the half-god children of Zeus, and we are competing to take over these 3 cities.
Okay.
What we're going to be doing is we're going to be drawing cards from this shared deck, and of course I didn't shuffle because that would have been smart. And we're going to be playing these cards, and these cards have a cost,
okay,
which is the yellow, which is coins. They have a strength, which will be used to determine the winner of the city, and then there's this really interesting offering value, which I'll talk about in a second. All the cards do cool stuff.
Okay.
So imagine if in Magic there was no mana color.
Right. Clogging up your deck.
Yeah. There's no, I don't have to play lands. At the beginning of my turn, I get to choose the resources that I want.
Okay.
And I'll play these cards. We play them to one of the cities, and when there is either a requisite number of dudes on your opponent has on one side, or if there's a total number of 5 units in the city, then it becomes war-torn. We compare the strength.
Okay.
We take the rewards. The reward, if you don't use a reward, is just 2 VP for the end game.
Okay.
Or you can flip it over and you get to use a power and it's 1 VP. And in this game, that 1 VP difference is massive, okay? Also, we're going to be thinking about what the gods want. The gods have feats that they want us to complete, and the feats are going to be essentially objectives. We each have our own set. As we complete them, they are worth victory points.
Okay. So once they're accomplished, they're going to flip over.
And then whenever the cities are depleted, or whenever one player has completed, I believe, a requisite, when one player's completed a requisite number of their feats, then the game is going to end. But the fun part of the game is simply in playing these cards, and there's, as you can see, there's tons of them. They do tons of things. There's soldiers, which have deploy effects. There's oracles, which there's a specific step in the game, the oracle step for this product. There are heroes, there are beasts. Lots of interesting ways to play the cards. There's the interesting tension in how you win and if to use these feat tile or the reward tiles, where to fight, how to complete your goals, what cards or resources at the beginning of every turn. And my favorite thing about this game is this little blue number here is the offering value.
What is that about?
So at the end of at the end of your turn, you can offer up one of your cards and take that many coins or that many cards. So for your next turn, you can set yourself up so that you're not you're hamstrung. Yeah, I couldn't remember what that term was.
You were hamstrung.
I was hamstrung about the hamstrung. So this is the Omen Reign of War product, which is, in our opinion, the core product. We have some other stuff over here. We have the Edge of the Aegean, which is essentially the same game. It uses the same principle. Every tile is unique, though.
Okay.
And there are no feat cards.
Oh. Okay.
So instead, there are units that have conditions on them that function as feats. So it's a leaner product. It's a little quicker, a little faster, but it is at its core the same product. Fires in the East is a continuation of that leaner product. There's new mechanisms. There's new unit types, and all of these can be combined.
Okay.
So you can combine them to make all kinds of different combinations. You can draft, you can do a Rochester draft, you can play the game in just tons of different ways.
I was going to ask then, so for clarification, these are not necessarily then expansions for this?
These are standalone products.
They're standalone products?
These are standalone products. Okay. Tales of the Ancients is just more of the reward tiles.
Oh.
So it gives you all these new reward tiles that you can use. Some of the stuff was previously released and some of it's new.
Okay.
And then we have the Gift of the Gods, which was kind of the stretch goal incentive for the backers, which introduces some new mechanisms, some new unit types, et cetera, and has this really cool guy on the cover.
I guess we should show everyone.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, with all of these different items, what is the availability for each of these?
These will be in retail. This guy is only available directly from us.
Okay.
This we are fulfilling right now in the U.S. So shortly after we fulfill, it will be available in stores. This is what we consider in our micro line. This is our sort of flagship, what Western Legends is for our core line.
Okay.
So we have very high hopes for this game. It, in my opinion, is the quintessential head-to-head, beat 'em up type game that for people who like those types of games. We have a new Kickstarter in May for a brand new product. We're moving into Egypt. We started in Greece, Rome. We've been kind of moving around the Mediterranean. We went to Samaria, Persia, and now we're going to go to Egypt, which is obviously one of the cooler places in that area thematically, and introducing some new mechanisms, factions, light and dark, building structures, which is a whole other aspect of the game that didn't exist before. We're really excited for that, and that's called Heir of the Dunes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's quite a bit of support for this product line that you are putting out there.
Yeah, it'll be annually supported product.
Cool.
Correct. Yeah.
Excellent. Neat.
All of it compatible.
Oh, excellent.
Yes.
It's nice that you have that foresight to make it that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm really looking forward to digging into this when it hits retail, and I really appreciate you coming by and sharing this information about it.
Thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate it also.
You are so welcome, and thank you back.
Bye-bye.
And thank you for watching.